Welcome to Quick Bite, your fast and friendly Florida insurance.
Hello. My name is Roshonda, agency owner of the Isom Insurance Group, right here in the Sunshine State of Florida, with another Quick Bite episode. Your fast and informative insurance market update. Happy Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. Today we're going global, but with a Florida twist. A brand new report from Gallagher Re shows that insured losses from natural disasters are expected to exceed 100 billion again in 2025 for the sixth year in a row. And even more surprising, it's happening despite an unusually quiet third quarter. So, what's driving these massive losses? What does a calm quarter really mean? And how could this global trend affect your homeowners policy right here in Florida? Let's break it all down. According to Gallagher Re, total insured losses from natural disasters during the first 9 months of 2025. And let me just back up a little bit. This is an Insurance Journal article that I am referencing, and that's what's on the screen. So again, according to Gallagher Re, natural disasters during the first 9 months of 2025 are estimated at 105 billion. That number means 2025 is on track to become the sixth consecutive year where global insured losses exceed 100 billion, and the eighth time since 2017. Let's pause there for a second. 6 straight years. That's not a blip, that's a trend. Even more interesting, this year's total comes despite an abnormally quiet third quarter. Between July and September, insured losses from natural disasters were below 15 billion, the lowest quarter three in nearly a decade. So how do we hit over 100 billion when one of the most active quarters for storms and hurricanes barely registered? It's because the losses were front loaded, concentrated in the first half of the year. Gallagher Re calls 2025 a top heavy year. That means a handful of major natural disasters caused the majority of the losses early on. In fact, just 5 events in January alone accounted for more than half of all the global insured losses. So far this year, 53% to be exact. These include 2 major wildfire outbreaks in the Los Angeles region, 3 severe convective storm systems across the United States. And those 5 events alone did more than 55 billion in insured damage. Translation: most of the year's bill came before we even got out of winter. And that matters for Florida because it shows how much single event risk can sway the entire global insurance market. One bad storm, one massive wildfire, and insurers everywhere feel it, even those writing policies thousands of miles away. That ripple effect can lead to higher reinsurance costs and more cautious underwriting here at home, even in Florida, even if Florida didn't see the worst of those disasters. Now, let's talk about that quiet third quarter. From July through September, global insured losses from natural disasters were estimated at under 15 billion, the lowest Q3 number since 2015. This is remarkable because Q3 is typically the peak season for hurricanes, typhoons, and other severe weather in the northern hemisphere. Why was it so calm? Meteorologists point to shifting weather patterns and fewer land-falling tropical systems during that period. But as Gallagher Re warns, a quiet quarter doesn't mean the danger is gone. The report specifically cautions that late season hurricanes and even major earthquakes remain a risk. Remember, hurricane season does not end until November. So although we're still crossing our fingers and our toes, because we here in Florida have not had a major hurricane or a hurricane at all this season, and I pray that we don't. Here's the key takeaway for Florida. Just because hurricane season feels slower than usual doesn't mean we're out of the clear, like I was just saying. One strong storm, even in November, can drastically change the picture. We saw that in Hurricane Nicole 2022 and Hurricane Ian 2022. Both hit late in the season and caused billions in damage. Yes, Ian was a massive, massive claim event. It's not just insured losses we're talking about. The total economic impact is even larger. Gallagher Re estimates that global economic losses, that's insured plus uninsured, reached 214 billion in the first 9 months of 2025. That sounds huge because it is. But it's actually lower than the 10-year Q1 through Q3 average of 338 billion. So while insureds losses remain stubbornly high, the total global cost of natural disasters is slightly below the decade norm, thanks again to that calm third quarter. But here's where it matters to you. Even if total losses are down, insurers and reinsurers still look closely at insured losses because those are the payouts that they're actually making. And when those stay above 100 billion year after year, it influences pricing and availability, including here in Florida. Let's connect the dots back to Florida. Global insured losses influence reinsurance pricing. And remember, reinsurance is the insurance that insurance companies purchase to help pay claims in the event of a catastrophic event so they don't have to go through all their reserves. And that is a major reinsurance is a major driver of homeowner insurance costs in hurricane exposed states like ours. When losses stay above 100 billion year after year, reinsurers become more cautious. They raise prices, they demand stricter underwriting, and those costs trickle down to insurers and eventually to you. It can also mean higher deductibles for wind and hurricane coverage, fewer carriers willing to write new business in coastal zip codes, more emphasis on mitigation and property hardening. For example, even if Florida escapes a major landfall this year, a massive wildfire in California or a devastating flood in Asia can still affect your renewal premium because the same global reinsurers are involved. It's all interconnected. And that's why watching these global trends is so important, even for local homeowners. Here's an interesting twist from the Gallagher Re report. Because losses are high but not catastrophic, no pun intended, property reinsurance pricing may continue to soften, meaning level off or even decline slightly if the rest of the year remains calm. Remember, I did a video about this, I believe last week, about how some reinsurance rates reinsurers are actually looking to maybe drop the price. But there's a catch. If a single major event occurs, say a hurricane causing 115 billion or more in losses, it could reverse that trend overnight and send reinsurance prices soaring again. So the message here is one of cautious optimism. If we make it through quarter four without a significant late season storm or quake, insurers and reinsurers could go into 2026 in a more stable position. And that can translate to a little relief for homeowners. But that's a big if, and it underscores why preparedness and mitigation are so crucial. Let's end with some practical tips for Florida homeowners. Harden your home. Install impact rated windows and doors. Upgrade your roof and clear trees and debris that could become projectiles. Review your policy. Make sure you understand your coverage and deductibles and exclusions, especially for wind and flood. Ask about mitigation credits. Many carriers offer discounts for fortified roofs, hurricane shutters, and other improvements. Stay insured. Even if prices are rising, dropping your coverage can be riskier and more expensive in the long term. Work with an agent like me who knows the market. A knowledgeable agent can help you navigate changes and shop for the best options. The bottom line, global losses are shaping the entire insurance landscape, and that includes your zip code here in Florida. The best thing you can do is stay informed, stay prepared, and stay proactive. As we wrap this episode up, if you found this quick bite helpful, please like this video, share with a friend, and always drop comments below with any insurance questions you'd like for me to cover in a future episode. And don't forget, a new quick bite drops Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. This video is for educational purposes only. It should not be taken as legal, tax, or specific insurance advice. Please consult with a licensed insurance professional about your unique situation. This is Roshonda with the Isom Insurance Group here in sunny Florida. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe out there. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Visit us at isominsurancegroup.com.